here we go. Why is this stuck on 0? Here we go. Welcome everyone, whoever is watching. We are kind of running on a delay today, as I was busy playing night racing. This is AFR, Division 2 round 13, and we are in Singapore. One of the best tracks, arguably, on the F1 calendar. It's really nice, very flowy, you know, it's a street circuit, so any mistakes could end up with the car being in the wall. 8 people today, or tonight, I shall say. I'm all by myself as the AFR boss, Sukri, decided that he needs to take a nap because he's tired. So, it's all me today, boys. And ladies, if there's any. Pace, or pole lap, I'm guessing into 34s, 35s. But more about mid 35s. I think we can expect that from Kenny, the least. Strategy-wise, I'm not sure. Probably a one-stop, softs to mediums. Definitely avoid the hards, as they're just not any good on this game. Let's see, we've got Bulgarian Ninja. It's actually, you know, we have a couple of people in the mediums. Here we go. He's actually gonna be the first guy to start a hot lap. Kenny, as usual, just chilling in the pits, as he's probably gonna go and just, you know, do a one lap, steal the pole from whoever has it. I hope my mic works. Let me see. Yeah, I think it does. Perfect. So here we go. Really, you know, technical. Sector 3 is technical, and Sector 1 and 2 are like nice and flowy, kind of high-speed corners here and there. Sector 3 is kind of one of the, you know, slower sectors. You've got a 90-degree left turn, a 90-degree right turn, and then another 90-degree right turn. And then the last two corners are really, really high speed. It's just a small left in 6th gear. So here we go, on board with Bulgarian Ninja. DRS is open, upshifts to 8th. You kind of want to brake after that black box up top. Ooh. And kind of, you know, it does happen if you put all 4 wheels onto that curb and you don't stay on the tarmac. It kind of tends to just like push your car out wide. So let's see, whoever is next. I think Gator is right behind him. Has not invalidated. We haven't seen Sector 1. But coming to Sector 2. This corner right here on a braking between the 50 and the 100. Uses all the track he has. 2nd gear, you want to short shift through here, get on power as soon as you can. Same thing here. You wanna make that corner in 4th, but then upshift into 5th. Here you wanna take more curb on the left-hand side. Same here, take more curb on the right-hand side. Very tricky braking zone here. But if you get it right, you can actually get a lot of time. But if you mess it up, you lose a lot of time. It's a two-way street. Here, keep it in 3rd and then upshift into 4th. And just smash the throttle. A lot of short shifting, and that's gonna be invalidation from Gator. Really good. This was a really good lap, though, I must say. Well, who else is? Let's see Bonnet. Here we go. Go into Sector 3. Same thing here. Just brake in between the 50 and the 100 meter board mark. And here we go. Brake right before the 50, use all the curb you can, but make sure you don't invalidate as it is really easy to do so here. So I think this was an abandoned hot lap actually. And RT was 139.5, so that's a... Yeah, that is a pretty slow lap. But it's on the mediums. And here we go, X-Men. I think he's gonna go again for a hot lap. On this track, you want to use as much curb as you can. Just, you know, cup the corners, make it a bit more of a straight line than a corner. If any of you have ever driven a GT3 car, you exactly know what I'm talking about. Yeah, doesn't really use that curb and invalidates because he gets on top of that other curb. And I have an invite. Yes, you can name us, Nate. Here we go. Nameless Nate. Where is he? Here we go. So let's go with Rajan. Oh shit. I forgot about telemetry. My boss is gonna kill me. Oops. Let me do that real quick. Corner. Here we go. All done. Let's go with RT improves this time. Just by a little bit. And Expona retires from the session. And so did Dubman. I think they both crashed out. Let's go with Galaxy. That's the guy we haven't watched at all today. Nameless Nate said, Cub, I heard there's rain, I need an invite. Let's see. Really slow and careful. Sometimes can be a good thing, but in F1 cars, most of the time it's not. It is an outlap though, so... Only 3 people so far have actually put out a time. And 6 of them still, you know, waiting in the pits, doing outlaps. Let's go with Gator actually. Purple sector 1, as to be expected. The provisional poll right now is a lap done on mediums. Ooh, I think I heard him hit the wall, but I don't think it was hard enough of a hit to damage the car. And short shift out of here. Maybe with traction control you don't really have to short shift, but if you're doing no assist like I do, definitely short shift to help with traction. Purple sector 2. Looks like a solid lap for Paul right now. Oh, kind of taps the wall. Does not invalidate that corner. The last 2 corners are coming up. Wanna take a lot of curb on this apex here. And it's a 138.0. Much faster than the mediums. Ooh, that's a nice nice power slide. Not bad. Let's go with Galaxy. Oh, he invalidated his lap. He is probably gonna go again. Who is next up in the queue? It's RT? RT is still running laps in his mediums. Let's see, Barry John. He is on an out lap. Gator maybe? Gator just did a lap. So this is in lap. Where's Nameless Nate? About to start his hot lap, but I think Bulgarian Ninja is gonna be the first one, so let's go with him. Yours open, options to 8th. Kind of messy first few turns here. But I think he's on a gamepad, so honestly, I have, you know, a lot of respect for people that play this game either on keyboard or gamepad. I would not even try. 27.1, not bad for sector 1. And short shifts, like I said before, get as close as close as you can to that wall. Here, use that exact like he did it. Just you gotta, you know, put the car over the curbs and just hope it doesn't spin or something. That's how you actually got a really good lap time here. That was a purple sector too, so maybe we'll steal the pole from Gator. Uses a bit of the curb, which is okay. 4th gear, short shift in a lot, which is a good thing here. Those cars generate so much power that sometimes you just have to short shift. Pretty good last 2 corners, and he does steal it by almost a full 10th. Pretty good. Let's go with Nameless Nate. I think he's gonna just finish this lap. 138.7. Honestly, not bad without any practice. I think Nameless Nate just jumped in because Brother John asked him to. So for no practice run, pretty solid. And our championship contender, Kenny, is out on his out lap. Definitely gonna stay on board for that one, as he's seriously one of the fastest guys I've ever seen on a gamepad. I think he's on a gamepad, or maybe I don't even know. Maybe he's on a wheel. I don't think so though. I think, oh, he goes into the pits. Maybe he thinks he can get a pole on the mediums. Well, since he's not doing his lap, we're gonna go with Brother John. That just started a hot lap. But I think he's not actually. I think this is his in lap. Let's see what Nameless Nate is doing in lap 2, as we saw him cross the line. Same for the Ninja. Just pitting. Ooh, his AM just almost hit that wall. And Galaxy's actually coming out, so Bulgarian Ninja has to wait for his teammate to get out. So only 2 people on the track are the people that are doing their in-laps. And the only person right now that is on his out lap is Galaxy. And Kenny is still in the pits. Maybe Kenny thinks he can, you know, last the first challenge or something like that. Which I think is definitely something he's capable of doing. Sorry for the Discord messages, but since I'm the only one today, I kind of have to stay with communications with the Discord, so I can't have the notifications muted. So yeah, we have Galaxy, RT on their out laps, Kenny still in the pits, and Brother John decides to pit. One thing that happened today was that we actually got this beautiful Mercedes on the iRacing game, which is arguably one of the best racing simulators to be ever made, actually. And me and my championship contender in Div 1 Nick, we actually did some laps together. And if this car drives in real life as it does in iRacing, then it just it's like seriously magic. There's so much grip and traction in this car that you can't even imagine. Anyway, Galaxy starting his hot lap. So far, okay, pretty okay sector 1 here. He's got one more turn to do, and then a DRS zone. Used a lot of curb here to, you know, make this corner more of a straight line. And there's a purple sector 1 on the mediums. I would suggest that you don't really use that curb, it actually messes up the balance here. But maybe some people do that, maybe they find their time there somehow. Cut this curb here, like he does. Stay next to the wall and then just yeet the car on top of that curb there. I think this castle section here is actually one of the difficult sections in the game on this calendar. Purple sector 2, so it looks like it's gonna be provisional pole, but keep in mind Kenny is actually on his outlap and he's on softs. So far an okay lap. Well, I mean okay, it's actually a pretty good lap since he's probably gonna get the pole here, provisional pole. Here we go, 37.3, so beats Bulgarian Ninja by 6 tenths, and he is on a harder tire compound. But let's go with Kenny, as he is the only one to not sell up time, and he obviously goes fastest sector 1. Let's see, brakes up to 50. Doesn't really cut that curb. So for so good, I think it's gonna be a purple sector 2 as well. That is actually not. Looks like Galaxy went up just a bit faster than him. But sector 3 is gonna be where that tire choice is gonna make a difference. And Kenny a bit too cautious going through that left-hander there. And Bulgarian Ninja steals the provisional pole from his teammate Galaxy. And Kenny does not get the pole. He's 2 tenths slower than Bulgarian Ninja. And I think we have Galaxy maybe still? No, invalidated. Let's see Nameless Nate. Still going, still going. Kinda missed the apex there, but it's okay. Oh, and invalidates right in the last sector. It's the RT. I think he's the only person that hot lap here. Thank you, Nameless Nate, for retaining the car. So there's a bug with the quality timer. And RT goes 4th fastest. And looks like Bulgarian Ninja actually took the pole. And Kenny is splitting the 2 Mercedes. And then Galaxy third, who is on mediums. So that's gonna be interesting to watch. If it is a one-stop, which I'm not sure, so probably is though, then Galaxy actually might be in a really good spot to finish on podium or even win this race. 15 seconds to go. The only person to not set up time was Dubman. I think he crashed out at some point. And my cat is just yelling at me right now. So we're still waiting for players. There's, you know, obviously some strategy discussions going on right now in between the teams. Dubman asking if we would ever consider having a full qualifying, so Q1, Q2, Q3. Yeah. Or was that a different Discord? I think that was a different Discord, was it? Yeah. But to answer his question anyway, probably not, as our participation in Div 2 is pretty low. I think doing full qualifying is only worth it when you actually have a full grid every week. Which sometimes is a hard thing to do, you know. To get 20 people to show up exactly on the same time and on the same day, prepared, ready to race for an hour and a half. Because I think 50% and a full quality about takes hour and a half, if not more than that. Just a short quality and a 50% race takes about an hour to complete. So we do have a formation app, so I hope people actually remember that. I'm just gonna let them know. I'm in Discord with them, so remember guys that we have a formation lap, so so 5 seconds until our lovely
that's
formation.
probably the new guy.
So it looks like the game is telling us 2 stops actually. Oh, here we go. So Kenny in a Mercedes sandwich, followed by RT, which is a new reserve driver. Oh! And I think Exponent just hit Brother John. Interesting stuff. How there's no damage? But yeah. Formation lap. Gotta warm up the tires, you know. Yeah, Brother John just asking Mail what the fuck in the chat. Which is pretty understandable after what happened. So, looks like we might have some decent going on. This ex-Bonnet says that he doesn't even know what happened with Brother John. Looks like he didn't even see him on his screen. Yeah, looks like it might be a decent issue here tonight. Hopefully it's only between the two of them. Yeah, looks like we have some decent going on. Hopefully it kind of resolves itself and we don't have to worry about that anymore, as you know, Cody's did say that this issue was fixed, but here we go. Waiting for the 5 lights to go out. Last loading screen before the race. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Looks like Bulgarian Ninja got a really good start. So the Galaxy, and Kenny is actually fallen. Gets hit from behind. It's P5, so it's a 1-2 Mercedes so far. And I think the only person that actually kind of crashed out was Nameless Nate, maybe? Kenny dropping a position. Ooh! And Barry Johns just lost a wing. Hit the wall. Lost a full wing. There's gonna be people coming on behind him, but let's see what's going up in the front. Bulgarian Ninja with the lead. Really good start he had, and same for his teammate Galaxy. And RT and Kenya are gonna chase them down. Some weird start from Kenya as he lost almost 2 positions. He was in P5 for a moment. But for the first few laps is where the softs are gonna shine, and then the mediums are gonna come into life. So if Galaxy can actually keep up with his teammate Ninja here, he might be looking for a possible win. Definitely a podium as of right now. But it's a 31 lap race, it's a really long race, and it's a street circuit, so you know, anything can really happen. One little mistake and you are in the wall. RT all over the gearbox of Galaxy here. And Gator and Kenny, hopefully they're gonna try and work together to kind of bring this, bring some points back and win the Constructor Championship. Yeah, so Bulgarian Ninja kind of making a gap to his teammate, as to be expected because of, you know, the different tire compounds. It's gonna be really hard to follow though, because of the dirty air, and Sector 1 and kind of Sector 2 both are really high speeds. So definitely dirty air is gonna be, you know, a big factor in who can follow who. It looks like Galaxy is actually gonna make a move on his teammate. Without a DRS, he just, you know, moves in front. Maybe it's a tactical play from the Mercedes guys. Maybe let the medium person go in front, kind of keep him, you know, in front, and then Bulgarian Ninja can kind of block everybody else behind, just to secure that 1-2, because it's looking really promising for them. Let's take a look at the back. Obviously, Bergeron and Nameless Nate both had some, you know, fiasco happen. I saw Bergeron just lost a full wing. I think he just hit the wall. Lost a wing. Let's see here. Gator kind of falling back from his teammate. Not sure if there was a mistake or something, but he keeps on going. Let's go with Kenny. And P4 just in a position to RT just on the start. But we all know he has the pace. Oh, and RT just hit the wall, lost his right hand side end plate. And he's not ghosted anymore. He's gonna have to pit, definitely. And Kenny back to his original starting position in P3. Galaxy goes the fastest. And looks like Bulgarian Ninja is either creating himself some space to his teammate, as he gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits here. And looks like Gator is in the pits as well, probably hit the wall, lost an end plate too. And looks like Brother John is having some issues. Yeah, it's gonna be another wing for Brother John. Looks like he lost an end plate again. So, going back to the front, Kenny on a chase. A chase is a race, as they say in drag racing. But Dubman, coming from pretty sure P9, as he did not. He was the only one to not set a lap time. And Bulgarian Ninja going awfully slow. Let's take a look if there's some damage on his car. Looks like it's intact. Maybe he has some damage that we can't see. But Kenny with a DRS, and so is Dubman. And Galaxy, you know, just pulling that gap to his teammate, and ultimately to Kenny. So looking really promising for Galaxy. Definitely gonna fight for a win here. Ooh, big hit from Bulgarian Ninja, and it's definitely an end plate. Yeah, probably should have pitted as soon as he hit that wall. And Dubman is gonna make a move as well, or maybe not. Or he does, wow. And there's a contact, no! Ay ay ay. I don't think there's enough space for both of them to fit through there, and X-Men goes through. Dubman unfortunately had to, you know, save the car, and he did. But now it's time to get back up there and try to chase Kenny down. So as of right now, I think Galaxy is about to lap Brother John. Yeah, Brother John is about to get lapped by Galaxy. Galaxy with really good pace though. .4 seconds to Kenny, who's on a softer tire compound, and it's only lap 4. It looks like that gap is kind of staying, you know, around that 5.4 second. I'm not sure if I just heard somebody hit the wall on the other side of the track or something, but let's just ignore that for now. So far, this race is kind of slowed down. We don't really have anybody fighting for a position. The first one to do so is gonna be Dubman, as he's chasing down Exponent, and I think that was a wing from the Mercedes car. Let's take a look. Oh, excuse me here. Oh yeah, that's a whole wing gone. And here we go. He is in the pits. Let's see what he puts on. He puts on mediums. So he's definitely doing that 2 stops here. And let's see what Dubman is up to as he's chasing down Exponent in the Alfa Romeo. Looks like his teammate also Sedan couldn't show up today. Let's go on board with that. Is he close enough? He might send it on the inside, and he does. And he takes the position from Dubman. But now it's almost 8 seconds to Kenny. So that is, if he can catch up to Kenny, it's gonna be, it has to be a really good drive. And Galaxy, our race leader here, still around the same gap to Kenny. So maybe those mediums aren't so bad after all. Looks like he can definitely keep up the pace. And he's gonna go longer than Kenny. But if you know, one safety car can just, you know, get rid of this 5-second gap, I think Kenny just hit the wall. I saw a red car, he probably almost hit the wall. Looks like he is gonna carry on, so probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe the little drift or something, but that gap went from 5.4 to almost 10 seconds now. So it's gonna be a hell of a drive from Kenny if he really wants to win that race. Nothing really happening as of right now. And Dubman retires from the session. Oh no. This could be a safety car, and it is. I said like 30 seconds ago, one safety car is gonna kill that entire gap that Galaxy has. I think Gator is gonna be the one to see that car. Yeah. Well, wheels off. That's unfortunate. He was looking, he had a really great pace, honestly. So, is Galaxy gonna pit? I'm not sure. It's a hard call to make, I think. I think he might as well just pit for, you know, new, oh, lots of decent going on right now. Oh, wow. We didn't have this before. You know, might as well just pit and, you know, get on a fresh compound of tires. I'm just gonna make sure that this is not this desync issue is not. Yeah, I think this happens because Galaxy he hits the menu button. Yeah, so Galaxy decides to stay out. Kenny pits for probably the mediums. Yep. Here's the Ferrari mechanics. But Exponent gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Okay, we got. I'm sorry, boys, but we gotta mute Discord. Here we go. Let's take a look at the tires actually. Detail, position change, so Galaxy and Gator, pretty big winners of this race so far. So is Exponent, but everybody else kind of dropped a position or two. Let's look at the tire. So Gator on a 3 laps old mediums, Galaxy on 6 laps old mediums, and Kenny on fresh mediums. And I'm not sure, but looks like safety car is weaving people through for whatever reason. Hopefully it's not bugged, like I've seen it before, where it's just gonna keep on letting people go by forever. Oh, looks like everybody is in mediums. I think Galaxy has a free pit stop here now. Or he had when Gator pit. Because I think that gap was over 20 seconds, but he will still come out in front of Kenny. But maybe he's trying to do a one stop here. Maybe he's gonna go super long on those mediums. Pit for softs. By the very end of this race. Let's see if the safety car stops Galaxy. Looks like it does. So. God bless that this safety car is not bugged, as sometimes it is. But it's a 20-second gap to Galaxy from Gator and a 13-second gap from Kenny to Gator. So we might have this safety car out for 2 more laps actually, if not more than that. So Galaxy, right? You're following really closely behind that safety car. Me personally, I wanna make that gap as huge as possible. Just to give myself some space, you know, to warm up the tires and stuff. And Gator already behind Galaxy here. And they are following each other really closely. Same for Kenya, RT, and Expo. Now, if we look at them, they are pretty close to each other. And Gator is in the pits. I wanna see what he pits for though. Is that the softs I'm seeing? No, it's another set of mediums. Oh, and it's a wing change. So maybe that's probably the main reason why we have him in the pits. And Kenny, that puts Kenny where he actually started, which is P2. And he is on fresh mediums while Galaxy is on pretty old mediums. So all of this advantage that Galaxy had kind of went away. It kind of disappeared. Strategy-wise, gap-wise, you know, pace-wise, it's all gone right now. Hopefully, safety car in this lap, because I'm falling asleep here, to be honest. So it looks like almost the entire field is together. Playing with safety car, except Nameless Snake and Brother John, who are still trying to catch up, but they have a long way to go. So maybe we'll see a restart without them in the queue. Let's see RT, our new guy. He does have a penalty, but for his first race, not so bad. P3 as of right now. Against Galaxy and Kenny, who have, and pretty much everybody else, who have a pretty good pace around here, I've noticed. Especially Galaxy, because he was pulled that gap on Kenny. Well, he kept that gap consistent. But he was in the harder tire compound where Kenny was on softs. Oh, my head just almost fell off my head. And we have a safety car for another lap. Oh, it's a bummer. Kind of fun to see right here. His name? Why is Nameless name in the pits again? And he's got no helmet. This no helmet thing actually happens when somebody joins mid-session for some reason. Pretty nice to see, you know, a safety hazard out on the track right now. A guy with no helmet. And we have a safety car in this lap. Wow, this pop-up thing for which tells the safety car in this lap, it's actually way before. It's literally at the start of Sector 3 is when it told us that this is the last lap of safety car. And usually it's actually, you know, a corner or two before the finish line. So let's go on with Galaxy, because he is gonna be the one to restart this race for us, and he's following this safety car really closely. And looks like he is going, or not yet going. And here we go, he is going. The green flags are out. Did Nameless Nate just move up like 4 spots? I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure he just gained like 4 spots or something. Anyway, I think Exponent having some trouble here. Wing looks intact. He lost a couple of spots. Let's see, yeah, Nameless Nate gained like 4 positions, or 3, just on that restart there. Let's actually keep this out. We have some helicopter camera right now. I like this view. Let's go in on the front. Let's see how Galaxy's holding up. Kenny's gonna be all over him if he can get close enough. No, as the dirty air is a pretty big factor on this track. But so far so good. Pretty much the entire top 5 within a second of each other. Just gotta wait for the DRS enable notification. RT kind of goes in deep there. Maybe missed his breaking point a little bit, but it's okay. He's still, you know, right behind Kenny. Kenny right behind the leader of the race, who's Galaxy. When Galaxy just skipped over those curves, so that's definitely a track limit warning for him. And Kenny doing his little weaving, trying to cool the brakes, I'm guessing. But he's right behind right behind Galaxy. And ERS is on, and he's probably gonna make this overtake right now. The earlier the better for him. And he actually doesn't make this overtake. I wonder why. It looks like he was side by side, he kind of... Oh, I think Nameless Nate just hit the wall or something? Oh yeah. That's an end play gone. Unfortunate for him, but let's go back to the front. Let's see what Kenny can do with his brand new medium tires against Galaxy's old ass tires. As soon as he gets that DRS on Galaxy, it's pretty much over. But he has to make sure that he makes no mistakes until the very end. Or at least the very end. Ooh! It's a competitor's curse, guys. I'm telling you, this thing is real. Looks like some wing damage. And RT is about to overtake. He's gonna go on his inside. Ooh, and they made contact. Really deep. The RT just went really deep in. Kenny lets his teammate Gator go through. And RT kind of going slowly. Maybe let Gator through. I'm not sure what was the intention there. But Galaxy still in the lead. Nobody's close to him. And nobody is gonna chase him with a DRS like Kenny was about to do. And looks like Kenny has some wing damage. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's some invisible damage that we can't really see. They haven't stayed back in the pits. As he hit the wall, lost the end plate. Yeah, looks like Kenny is struggling. And Bulgarian Ninja gets another penalty for track limits. And it looks like Galaxy is definitely the favorite, the favorite to win this race today. So there's a lot of mistakes going on from his competitors. RT with a penalty, and Gator without it, but it's still, we're only almost halfway to the race, but you know, still a lot of laps to go. And Kenny in the pits. And looks like it's gonna be a wing change, and he goes on the hards, and he's gonna go until the very end. I just love the pit stops where they put tire on a tire and it just changes colors. It's amazing. Looks like RT was trying to make that overtake. Ooh, a little switcheroo here. Oh! Oops. Looks like RT a bit too much on the throttle. And there's definitely wing damage. Oh yeah, 100%. So let's go with Exponent, who's behind Bulgarian Ninja. Oh my god, what is going on? Every time I switch a camera to somebody makes a mistake. Just, you know, unreal. I say Kenny cannot make any mistakes, he makes a mistake because he breaks his wing. And Gator, 3-second time penalty for track limits. And that is a really good sign for Galaxy, who is leading this race by almost 4 seconds and has not, he didn't get a single penalty yet. And I think he's aiming for a one stop here. I'm not sure how long the softs can go, but you know, maybe Galaxy will pit for like, you know, the last few laps and put, you know, softs on, try to get that fastest lap, get the whole packet of 26 points. But it's a really solid race from him. RT in the pits with a wing change. Let's see what tires he puts on. Here we go. We got an invader in my room asking me questions. That's okay. We keep on racing. RT under the pits on the hards with a new wing. And Galaxy, you know, he just keeps on racking. That gap is going down, but he just, you know, keep in mind he is on very old medium tires. He's done 15 laps. Actually, even more than that if you count in the formation lap and the quali lap. That makes it almost 17 laps. So more than half of the distance of this race. And we have, I think that's Bulgarian Ninja in the wall again. But those yellow flags clear out really fast. So as of this moment, if Galaxy were to pit, he is gonna come out in front of Bulgarian Ninja. That gap is definitely going down though. It was almost 4 seconds. Now it's down to 2.8. Let's see Galaxy's ERS, about 30-40%, and Gators is pretty much out. 6% I think I saw, yeah, 9, 8, 10, 11. Pretty much the battery is out of energy. Bulgarian Ninja in the pits. Let's see the tire compound he chose. I think those are hards. Yep, I see the white lines around the tire. So that's a hard tire for him. He's definitely going until the very end. And Galaxy, you know, he's probably trying to go for that one stop, like I said before. Can he do it though? We saw people pit with the softs after like 5 laps, so I would not expect them to last much longer than 6 or 7, if you count in the quality lap and the formation lap. And here we go, he is in the pits. So about at the halfway mark. Here we go. And he's going for hearts. So he is definitely going with the very safe pit stop strategy. And definitely going until the end. Is Gator going until the end? I don't think so. Is Exponent going until the end? I don't think so either. Let's look at the tire, 9 laps and 7 laps. I don't think they're gonna be close to making it on those. Maybe Gator will pull it off actually, but I wanna say so for Exponent. We have Galaxy who pit after 17 laps. By the end of this race, well, Gator is probably not gonna make it either, if you do the math. But we'll see how it turns out. So Gator on brand new hards. But are those hards any good? Do they have any pace in them? I'm not so sure. Pretty much most of the tracks here is where hards were seriously much slower, significantly much slower, excuse me, than the other two compounds. And you know, maybe it has a great tire life, but pace-wise, it's not really worth it. Sometimes it's smarter and faster to do a 2-stopper than to do 1 stop to hards, you know? It all really depends on the track. Like track right here, I feel like you want a lot of grip, which the hard tire doesn't really have. But you know, Kenny, 7 seconds behind Galaxy. But Kenny is on the warning hards. I'm pretty sure after his wing change, he decided to pit for the hards. So that's up to Galaxy to, you know, go chase Exponent and Gator down and, you know, take back what's his, which is P1. But I'm pretty sure that Gator and Exponent are both gonna pit again. Oh, my headphones are falling off. Here we go. Just crucial that he doesn't make any mistakes and he doesn't lose a wing. And I think he's got it. I think he's got the win. And Kenny, as of right now, he needs to do just damage control after his poor start and then losing a wing. He probably still can get on the podium. You know, a Gator is definitely clear off of Kenny, but this Exponent, I don't think so. Maybe they would come out side by side, you know, going through Sector 1. I feel like I just heard Galaxy hit the wall. But I hope I'm wrong and I just misheard that. And Galaxy looking really strong on the circuit. Definitely a really great drive from him tonight. Here we go. He is closing out. He's closing that gap to Exponent. When he got out of the pits, it was like 15 seconds. Now it's 11. So you know, so So far so good, and Bulgarian Ninja gets another 3-second time penalty for track limits. .5 seconds right now. So he is definitely, you know, he's got the pace in those hards. .2. So, you know, maybe those hards, after all, not so bad. But also Kenny is losing time to Galaxy, so kind of tells you how fast Galaxy is actually going. I think this is just his pace. Just being very, very fast and raw. And kind of this race is kind of a sleeper. Not much balance going on as of right now. Everyone kind of, you know, driving their own race. 7.8 gap to X-Bonnet. But Gator still clear of Kenny. Yeah, and Galaxy just put in the fastest lap of about 140.6. So he is on a mission to get back where he belongs, which is P1. And I think Nameless Nate in the wall. Oh, 100% in the wall. Or actually, or maybe just missed his braking point. Oh, tires are hot. Gotta be careful with that. Let's see how Kenny is doing. Kenny, damage control as I said before. Five point 5.5, 5.4, 5.5. So that gap definitely going down. And it will keep going down until the very end of this race. And I don't think X-Bonnet can actually make it on those mediums. So Galaxy looking really good as he has no penalties and he is down on his strategy. And X-Bonnet, ooh, X-Bonnet, 5 seconds time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He was doing so good. And he is definitely gonna come out behind the Ferrari here. So 14 seconds, almost 15 to Gator. And RT, another 3-second time penalty for his for track limits here. And actually we have a fight going on track, unbelievable stuff. Nameless Nate trying to chase down RT, our new reserve driver, who is proving himself against some of our veterans here, who have raced with us for a couple of seasons now. Is he in his DRS? I don't think so, I think he just missed out on that. And I'm gonna keep track of this gap from Galaxy to Gator, and it's already going down. It was almost 15, now it's already 13 seconds. But if Gator can bring it back home on just one stop there on those mediums, I'm pretty sure that, you know, he could actually finish in front of Kenny. Because Kenny is losing time to Galaxy, but Galaxy is catching Gator. So, ooh, RT, I think he just hit a wall. And it's DRS open for Nameless Nate here. It's crucial that he sticks with RT through this sector here. And RT, I'm not sure if he made a mistake. I don't think so. And we have another 3-second time penalty for Bulgarian Ninja for track limits. There you go. He stays behind him, pretty close. Ooh. That's left. That was definitely a warning. And DRS is on, but he needs to be much closer on the next DRS to actually make this overtake. Yeah, I don't think he's close enough. Gap to P1 9.6, so it is going down. .2 already, but here is Nameless Nate, you know. He is gonna have a hard time. It's really hard to follow him through here. Like this corner right here that they just did. Really kind of, you know, medium speed, but that dirty air really plays a very significant role in slowing you down. Oof. A little bit of oversteer coming from that curb kind of upset the car there. And Nameless Nate started at DRS, and Gator is in the pits. Let's see what he pits for now. Oh, it's a new wing. And he goes for the softs. So Kenny passes him comfortably in P2, but still, you know, 11 seconds behind Galaxy. So Galaxy looking like he is definitely gonna win this race if he does not make any mistakes whatsoever. And Bonnet steals that fastest lap from Galaxy, going about a 1/10 faster than Galaxy. So maybe those hards not so bad after all, you know. A 1/10 difference and a tire compound difference, mediums to hards. Maybe, you know, maybe that's the strategy. I'm not sure what the point of this camera angle is. Let's go back with Nameless Nate here. The guy who does not care about the safety and drives without a helmet. Nameless Nate. Here we go again. Trying to chase down RT. Let's check the penalties actually. So both have 3 seconds. So, oh, and Galaxy actually gets 3-second time penalty for track limits. But I don't think Kenny is close enough to actually make that, you know, any relevant anymore. But here's Nameless Nate. You know, he's getting closer and closer, but Sector 3 is where he struggles to follow RT. RT driving what we used to call a pink Mercedes. Beat the days before, you know, his team was still called not Aston Martin. You know, my dad and I, we actually still call it Force India. Even though it, you know, it changed its name and it's pretty much a new team, we still call it Force India. Yeah, Nameless Nate, you know, trying to get closer, but he is struggling to get close enough. And if you look from the gaps from P3 to P5, it's all 9 seconds, about the same, 9.2, 9.4, 9.4. So really, only battle here is Nameless Nate and RT. Let's actually check the tires. Stops tire. Yeah, so RT on fresher hards, and Galaxy is kind of showing that those hards can have some good pace, you know. And Nameless Nate on old mediums, 10 lap old mediums. So it's all up to him. Oh, and Nameless Nate just got another 3 seconds. So I believe that makes it 6-3. And I'm correct. So he would have to pass him and make a 3-second gap. Am I seeing the rain? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is definitely droplets of rain that I'm seeing. I think Galaxy is safe enough though. Almost 13-second gap to Kenny. But you know, we still have 6 laps to go. And maybe Kenny has some insane pace in the wet. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe they won't even have to change the tires. Or maybe they will. Both Nameless Nate and RT going wide into that turn. Yeah, I see that Nameless Nate kind of struggling for grip right now. So maybe, you know, the track is just getting a bit too wet. Maybe we'll see some pit stops in a bit. A lap or two. And Nameless Nate might go around the outside. But RT doesn't let him. This is Nico Rosberg, some Nico Rosberg tactics here. Oh, and it's definitely getting wet enough that the slicks are struggling here. If Nameless Nate actually would have pit, and which he does, for the intermediates, because it looks like they're gonna have to switch to the intermediate tires. He actually might get an undercut on RT. Because if you look at RT right now, he is struggling for grip. He is struggling. And he just crashed. And this might be a safety car. And it is a safety car. Oh, the commentator's curse strikes once again. So, from Galaxy's almost perfect race, from getting only 1 penalty, he might lose this race to Kenny, who is, you know, who did not drive a perfect race, but everything played out kind of in his favor right now. Goes into the wets, Galaxy gets a penalty, and we have a safety car, which pretty much puts Kenny in at P1 right now. But does Kenny have the pace to, you know, stay behind Galaxy for those few laps? I'm guessing we'll get like, you know, allowed 2 to 3 laps of racing. And here we go. Kenny in the pits, and so is Galaxy paying for the intermediates. And Gator gets 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Here we go. Intermediates. Ooh. And the double stack is not good. But, you know, it still puts... nothing changes anyway. Gator will still come out P3. Let's take a look at the penalties one more time. Not this. Here we go. So 3 seconds for Galaxy, 11 seconds for Gator, 5 for Bonnet, 12 for Bulgarian Ninja, and 6 for their mistake, who is currently in P6. So, as of right now, we have net P1 for Kenny, Net P2 for Galaxy. Oh, and I think Exponent actually just served his penalty. Because I saw this, he had 5 seconds for being in the pit lane. And I think he just served it. So actually, Kenny and Exponent, we might see those two drivers on the podium. So you know the field is a long. It's gonna be a long time before we get all the cars lined up in a line behind the safety car, and I think we actually might get a restart where not everybody is in this line right here, as we are approaching the very last few laps of this Grand Prix. And it's not looking good for Galaxy. It's looking perfect for Kenny and looking perfect for Exponent if he can catch up to this line behind the safety car, and I think he will. 35 seconds, and we still get another lap. So I think he'll catch up. So looking really promising for Kenny and Exponent, but Galaxy is in trouble. He drove almost a perfect race. If it wasn't for this penalty, he probably would have won it. But you know, we'll still get a lap or two of racing, so maybe, you know, anything can happen in this sport. You know, take real life Formula 1 for example. I don't think we had an entertaining season like this. The 2021 season, I don't think we had such an entertaining season in almost 2 decades, if not more. There seems to be, you know, years where just one person dominates the sport because, you know, they are in the best team with the fastest car and the driver themselves is, you know, really good. You had Michael dominating the sport. Then you had Alonso. Then, you know, you had the Kimi one-off in 2007 where he won against the rookie Lewis Hamilton by 2 points or a point, something like that. Then you have 2008. I think Lewis Hamilton won that one. 2009 we had Jenson Button in the Brown GP. So Brown GP is something we call a Mercedes today. And then 2010 to 14, no, 2010 to 13 was all Vettel in the Red Bull. So you know. And then from 2014 up until now, pretty much, it's just a Mercedes after a Mercedes championship. And this is the very first season in, what, 6-7 years that we actually, you know, another team compete with Mercedes. Uh-oh, here we go. Did Bulgarian Ninja just, I feel like I've missed something. Did Bulgarian Ninja just crash under the safety car? I think he did. Or he retired the car, I'm not sure. But we did not get, unless I missed it, we did not get a safety car in this lap. So, yeah, safety car is staying out, so this is not good. This is not good for Galaxy or Gator. I think Brother John is, you know, 3 minutes behind. Here we go. So one more lap, hopefully only one more. That safety car is looking nice though. Aston Martin safety car is nice. I just wish maybe if, because you know, we had drivers complain that the safety car is actually kind of too slow sometimes. You know, it's supposed to be a safety car, you know, it's supposed to be safe when it's out. And it's supposed to keep the drivers, you know, going from absolute bonkers when there's, you know, hazard out on tracks. But maybe if we upgraded that car to a GT3 car, maybe it would stop those complaints from the drivers. Maybe it would, you know, because GT3 car is significantly faster than production car. Even though, you know, the Mercedes car, the AMG that they run is actually a heavily modified version of the stock. Ain't no way, my boy. Ain't no way. Oh my god. Gator. What happened? Oh no. Our wing is broken and we have a safety car in this lap. Ay ay ay. So that leaves us with 2 laps of racing. And Gator is gonna have to pit. Can Galaxy pull that 3-second gap? I know, we'll have to find out. I think he has the pace to do it. But I think Kenny is gonna, you know, I think Kenny's got it. I don't think Kenny's gonna let him go. I think he's just gonna burn ERS to keep behind him. He's only have to do it for 2 laps, so 50% a lap. Maybe even 60 because, you know, of the recharge and stuff. But, you know, here we go. Safety car. About to cross that pit entry line. And Galaxy is not going, and I think he's just going right now. Green flags. Kenny right behind him. He might actually have a look on the inside, but he doesn't. He plays the safe card. Really crucial for Kenny to not get a penalty. If he does, it's race on. 7 tenths as of right now. 6 tenths. It's back to 7. 8. 9. So maybe Galaxy actually has the pace to pull that 3-second gap. Already a second in as 1.2. Wow, I think maybe he's got it. Maybe it's only 2 laps, but he has shown some really good pace in the dry. But you know, I don't think he's got enough time. I hope he proves me wrong though. Here we go, 1.3, 1.2. If Kenny makes a single mistake, it's over. Same for Galaxy. It has to be a perfect drive from him to make that 3-second gap. .4. Gap is still increasing. I think Galaxy might have it by the end of this race. Really hard to say. 1.5. No mistakes. He cannot make a single mistake like that. He can't be dancing around. He has to be perfect on track. He has to be perfect everywhere. And that guy went from 1.6 to 1.4. Let's look at the ERS. A lot of ERS for this guy. What about this guy? Even more for this guy. Galaxy has to burn it all in the straight. Or even here. He has to get rid of that 70% he's got to even have a chance at making that gap, you know, big enough to keep his P1. Here we go. ERS is on. I think Kenny got a slightly better exit. And it's gonna be all in here. Sector 2, Sector 3, and the race is done. 1.5 second gap, 1.6. Still 1.6. If Kenny makes a single mistake, same goes for Galaxy and pretty much everybody else, it is over. 1.7. Going back down to 1.6. 1.8. 0.7, 0.5. I don't think he's got it. Unless Kenny makes a mistake, I think Kenny's gonna take that P1. Galaxy is definitely faster by not, but just not enough. It's just not enough. It's almost 2 seconds now, but we're coming up to the few final corners here. 2 seconds. And Kenny does not mess up the last 2 corners, and he takes the win from Galaxy, who drove almost a perfect race. If it wasn't for that one penalty, he would have won it. Definitely driver of the day for me is Nameless Nate. He, you know, he had a bad start, had to pit pretty much lap 1, and he did a well recovery. Puts it on the podium. And funny enough, he did say before the race that he needs an invite because there's gonna be rain. So here we go. Kenny P1, Galaxy P2 on penalties. Nameless Nate in P3, X-Bot in P4, Gator finishing up in P5, and Barjon the McLaren in P6. This was, you know, one of those, you know, slower races, but I think it was still interesting to see, especially with that, you know, safety car on the last few laps. I think that kind of brought this race back. And if it wasn't for that, Galaxy would have won. So yeah, that safety car kind of robbed him. It is kind of on me, commentator's curse for RT, who just, you know, too much throttle, put the car in the wall. Invisible champagne is being sprayed. Well done to the Ferrari driver, unlike for the Mercedes driver, but that's how it is sometimes. The sport is brutal. Fastest lap goes to Gator with a 39.5. So he will get that additional 1 point for it. You can see the best lap time between Kenny and Galaxy, second and a half of a difference. So just tells you how good of the pace Galaxy had. Anyway, this was AFR Division 2. We race every every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys loved what you're seeing and you are interested in participating in it, there is a Discord link down below. I highly encourage you to join us. We are a very welcoming community. But for tonight, this is all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Good night, y'all.